Explain for our audience, say like the 17-year-old who has no philosophical education, what are you saying? Like, what's your argument for God? How does this thing work? Help us to just, before we go deep, to understand just on the surface, what is your point?
Well, let's just start out by talking about naturalism. Naturalism is the view that only nature exists. So if that's the case, there's no God, there's no angels or demons, there's no abstract objects, and there's definitely not a human soul, an immaterial aspect of human existence. Right? Only, if naturalism is true, only the stuff that scientists could test or possibly discover is what actually exists. But if nature is all that exists, then that means that everything about humanity, everything about you would be caused and determined by the forces and past events of nature, like physics and chemistry, for example. But if physics and chemistry are running the entire show, then that means that physics and chemistry cause and determine everything about you. But if that's the case, then that means that physics and chemistry always causes and determines exactly what you think of and about and exactly how you think of and about it. But if that's the case, then if the forces of nature cause and determine you to hold a false belief, then it would be impossible for you to reach a better belief, let alone the truth. But here's the deal. You can reach true beliefs. You can do it. I mean, does anybody really want to say that they can't reach true beliefs? I mean, that would mean that you reached the true belief that you cannot reach true beliefs. And that's just crazy talk.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, here's what we can conclude. Since you can reach better and true beliefs, right? You're not forced to hold false beliefs. Then it follows that not all of your beliefs are caused and determined by the forces and past events of nature, or really anything else for that matter. And that means that you really are a free thinker. You're a free thinker. So that means that you have free will, namely free will in the libertarian sense. And I'll explain that more later. But that means that you seem to be more than just nature. That is to say that there seems to be something supernatural, as it were, about humanity, something other than nature about you. And I contend the best explanation for this free thinking and supernatural ability is God, and more specifically, the biblical view of God. So that's a quick flyover of some of the stuff I'll unpack more as we go on today.